everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. In this video I'm going to do this everyday makeup look. It literally takes me about 10 to 15 minutes and I just wanted to show you all the products that I use that I love. I've used so many up and I've literally hit pan. These are the products that I literally use every single day and I enjoy them so much. So I hope you enjoyed this video, me showing you my everyday makeup look. So I've already done my skincare when I woke up this morning, but it was a really basic skincare and I'm just going to show you quickly what I use. This is the Beauty of Joseon Calming Serum, Tea Tree and Panthenol. This serum I feel like has really helped me reduce those odd breakouts that I used to get around my chin area and my forehead, basically around my T-zone, and I think it's because of this that I've been able to, you know, get it really under control. As you can see, my skin is the clearest it's been in a very long time, and I don't usually use retinol in the summer, so it's not that I'm exfoliating more. And then this is the Glow Serum with propolis and niacinamide, and again I've used many different niacinamide serums before. This is, as you can see, the packaging is basically paper, and this is why it can look quite dirty when it's been in your makeup bag. But yeah, I absolutely love this serum. I think it's absolutely amazing. It's so gentle to my skin. I've used other niacinamide serums in the past, but this one I've really fallen in love with, and this is like my third bottle and I need to get a new one. That should tell you guys how much I love these serums. I also had this nail serum which I use occasionally for that extra hydration. I don't use it every day. And then I've put this multi-peptide moisturizer on by Notorium. This moisturizer doesn't have any SPF, but it is by far the best moisturizer you can use under your makeup if you have normal to dry skin. The makeup sits on so well. I just love the way it feels on my skin. It just has that little bit of tackiness which makeup goes perfectly on top of. And I'm just gonna put a little bit more of this on because I put it on like an hour and a half ago. And by the way, all of these skincare products are so inexpensive, but so amazing. And skincare, I always say, should be affordable. It should be something that you're able to repurchase month in, month out. There's no point of you purchasing like a really expensive product this month and you're not able to replenish it when you do run out. So always remember that consistency is key when it comes to skin. I'm now going to use my favorite SPF, which is the ultraviolet SPF sunscreen. This is the hydrating one, again because I do have slightly dry skin. It's honestly such a lovely sunscreen and I just love the way it feels on my skin. I can't use chemical SPFs, I can only use physical SPFs. So usually they feel really thick and quite, you know, they have that white cast, but this one is not too bad at all. I do believe this is a part chemical, part physical SPF, but it seems to be fine on my sensitive skin. I'm actually running out of my everyday makeup products and I thought it would be a good time to film this video so that you guys can see how much I've used these products and how much I enjoy them. I've hardly got any of this highlighter left, and I'm someone who doesn't buy makeup until and unless I finish a product, because I think we live in a world where it's just so easy to overconsume, especially when it comes to makeup. It's not cheap to buy makeup and I want to be able to use it properly before I go out and buy new products. So I hope that I can encourage you guys to use up all your products before repurchasing more. It's better for your pocket, it's better for the environment. So moving on, I'm going to put on my base now. And I've been using this product so much recently. It has not budged on my skin during the heat waves that we've had in the UK. And it's the Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Skin Tint. This skin tint is so inexpensive. I've heard a lot of things about this, but I was kind of doubtful on, you know, how good can it be? But guys, I'm so shocked because this stuff does not budge no matter what you do. And with the skincare that I've applied on underneath, it works perfectly. And I absolutely love this for day to day because it's not too much coverage. It's actually really good coverage considering it's a skin tint. So all I do is I get my beauty blender and I get the product on there and then I'm just working it into my skin. I don't like my skin to have too much foundation on it. I just feel like when I have too much product, it just looks too cakey. I like my skin to show through, but if you did want this product to be full coverage, I'm sure you can get it to be full coverage, just use a little bit more product. But for everyday makeup especially, I prefer to see my skin a little bit more. Using a beauty blender, I feel like it does definitely soak up a lot of the product, but I don't mind that because it just overall makes my skin look more natural. I use the shade 36 and I feel like it's the perfect match for my skin right now. And because it's a skin tint, you don't necessarily need to, you know, have the perfect shade match. But as you can see, that's just for me the perfect amount of coverage for everyday makeup look. Then I go in with my bronzer. I use two bronzers. Sometimes I use the Chanel one and sometimes I use this Rare Beauty one. The Chanel one is a lot more natural, so I'm going to use the natural one for today. And again, as you can see, I love this product. It's so natural, but it just gives your skin that beautiful sort of sun-kissed look. Long gone are the days when I used to do the really obvious bronzer, but this is just the perfect amount of color. And again, I feel like the packaging is not the easiest to travel with, but for everyday quick makeup, I do think it's really easy to pick up the product with your brush rather than put, you know, lines on your face and trying to blend them out. Once I'm done with applying bronzer on my cheeks and my forehead, I just grab the same brush, not picking up any new product, and I just go along my jawline and just bronze this area. And I just feel like it kind of just brings it all together. I'm now going to use my concealer. Now this concealer I've had for the longest time. Guys, I kid you not, I think I've probably had it for about 3 to 4 years. It's the Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This is such a large size product that it does not run out, and I only use a little amount as well, so that's probably why. But I think because I have quite a light shade, this is the shade Vanilla, I don't need to use very much at all. I just put 2 little dots under my eyes, and I don't really use concealer anywhere else on my face, especially for everyday. You don't really have time to, you know, blend out concealer everywhere else. And I let that set, and while that's setting, I go in and apply my blusher. So I really love this Rare Beauty blusher in the shade Worth. It's really easy to blend out and I have no problem blending it, you know, when I'm in a rush in the morning. So just apply a little bit on my cheeks, and then I use this flat blush brush from Morphe and just blend it out. Kind of keep to the top of my cheeks. I don't want to drag the blusher down. You want to lift everything. Super easy to blend, a beautiful sort of dusty rose color. I do go in later with a powder blush, but I'm gonna wait until I blend in my concealer. Once I've blended my blusher in, I just go in with the same beauty blender that I used for my foundation and just sort of tap my concealer away. Honestly, this concealer, I just feel like it's so underrated. Well, I know it's a really popular concealer, but not many people talk about it these days because we obviously have new launches, but I just feel like it's such a good concealer. And I even have the travel size of it because the shade is perfect, the consistency is perfect, and it doesn't crease throughout the day, especially after locking it in with the Huda Beauty powder, which I'm nearly running out of now. But I've heard really good things about the Mario setting powder, and now that I'm running out of this Huda Beauty powder, I feel like I can allow myself to purchase the Mario setting powder. I've heard so many good things about Makeup by Mario under eye setting powder, so I'm gonna give that a go and let you guys know my thoughts. I just don't like to purchase things, you know, if I'm still using a different product. Plus, I used to use my vanity for my makeup, but I don't sit there anymore, and I feel like doing your makeup in front of artificial lights, it's so easy to go overboard. So I've just been doing my makeup with natural light. The next product I'm going to apply is my eyeshadow. I just use this bronzer from, what's this, Hourglass, and I actually purchased this little palette to give it a try. And that's another thing, I only buy travel size products when I'm trying something new, if they are available. So I bought the travel size Huda Beauty powder, so next time I want to purchase this, I'll just buy the big one. But I bought this small palette to test them, plus they're not cheap palettes, the Hourglass palettes, and I loved the highlighter so much that I then went and purchased the highlighter on its own. But I've still got these products left, and I'm trying to get through them so that I can buy another palette that I have my eye on, but I'm going to make sure I use this first. So I just use this brown shade here, which is your bronzer, and I just use it all over my eyes. I just think this is the easiest way to put eyeshadow on in the morning when you're just heading out the house. It's easy, it's quick, it looks effortless and well blended, and I just use this large eyeshadow brush. If you want to make your life easier when it comes to blending your eyeshadow, just use a large brush. So this is not the largest I have actually. These two are my eyeshadow brushes. I know this looks huge, but honestly it makes your life so much easier when it comes to blending. And you want to make sure that you're not putting too much pressure on your eyelid, especially if you like to put eyeshadow on every day, because our skin on the eyelids is so delicate that too much tugging and pulling on a daily basis is definitely going to make the skin loose. So you want to be as gentle as possible, and I feel like the large fluffy brushes when it comes to eyeshadow are the best for that. And then I use this angled brush to just apply eyeshadow on my lower lids. I cannot go out of the house without this. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like it kind of just completes my makeup look. Without this, if I've done my makeup and I haven't done this, I just feel naked. It's so odd because it doesn't do that much, but for me it's really important. I'm also going to use the Dusty Rose blusher in this palette. I'm not sure they do this palette like in the stores. I think this might be an online only product on the Hourglass website. Hourglass are about to drop their, you know, annual collection of their makeup palettes, and they look so good. So I might have a look at purchasing one of them. But as you can see, that just added a little bit more color, which is exactly what I like. And don't worry if it looks too much, because we're gonna go in with the highlighter now of whatever is left, and then just highlight the top of the cheekbones. Again, this is such a lovely highlighter. This is, I couldn't tell you the shade. As you can see, it's completely rubbed off. But this is such a nice highlighter. It's like that champagne color, which is usually what I like. Before this, I used to use Soft and Gentle by MAC. That is another really fantastic highlighter, and even though these are expensive, they do last a long time, so I feel like you can justify it. You only need a little bit, and I used to love this strong highlight, you know, almost a mirror. I could reflect light off of my cheeks, but not anymore. I like my highlighter to be quite soft like this, but it still, you know, reflects really nicely. I also like to apply my highlighter here. I just feel like it just brightens your eyes up and just completes the makeup look. And when it comes to nose contour, I don't really do any contouring. I just do highlighting in the middle here, and then on the bridge of my nose. And as you saw earlier, I did apply a little bit of blusher on my nose as well, and then just underneath my brows. I'm quite lucky with my brows. I don't usually need to do a lot, but I do like to use this pencil. It's by Maybelline, and it's the Express Brow. It has the brow pencil on one side and the brush on the other, which I think is really important for blending in any brow product. So I just like to apply a little bit of product on the arches of my brows and a little bit underneath, and then just brush it out. I don't usually use any brow gels on the daily basis. I don't really find the need to do that. Otherwise, if I want to do like a full glam, I love to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel. In my opinion, it's the best brow gel. It really tames my crazy brow hairs without it like just sticking all the hair to your face. Guys, I've just read the name of this eyeliner that I've been using for a long time now, and I didn't realize it was called this. It's from the brand Wet n Wild, and it's called Breakup Proof. I've never had any problems with this eyeliner. It's never smudged on me. It's never like leaked, ran on my face, even in the rain. So it's probably breakup proof, but I haven't tested that. So even though this is everyday makeup, I have to put liquid eyeliner on. It's just part of my identity. There are very few days when I don't put liquid liner on, but most of the days I have it on, and it's pretty simple for me at this stage because I do it every single day. So I always start with the angle of the wing first. For me, it's the easiest way, and I like to apply the liquid liner only to the middle of my eye, not from the inner corner. I just feel like it's more eye-opening. So that's it, just a thin liquid liner, just, you know, to just complete the eye. Again, this liner is drying on me a little bit, but I'm gonna go to Sephora, I'm gonna place a huge order on Cult Beauty, and I'm gonna replenish all of my products that I'm running out of. That's it, just a really simple thin liquid liner just to complete the makeup around the eye area. Nothing too dramatic or fussy, because not for every day, you know. One tip when applying liquid liner: don't close your eyes. Apply the liquid liner with your eyes open, because that way the wing will sit perfectly where you want it to. And now I'm going to use my favorite mascara. This is the Hourglass Unlocked. Honestly, it's the best mascara. It's a tubing mascara, which makes it so easy to take off at the end of the day. I just stand there in the shower, just like pinching my lashes gently. I don't need to use any makeup remover, and it just comes off so easily without, you know, again, aggravating the eye area too much. I used to put mascara on my lower lashes as well, but I haven't done that for a long time. I just feel like it helps to open up my eyes a little bit more, especially because, and maybe that's why I can't go without putting something under my eyes when it comes to eyeshadow, because I don't use mascara on the lower lids anymore. But you know when you sometimes get those creases around your eyes, not because of the product, but because, you know, just naturally, I just feel like the eyeshadow under your eyes really helps to disguise that. Otherwise, just concealer under the eyes can really exaggerate those creases, because naturally they're gonna happen. You know, we move our eyes, and it's skin, it's supposed to have lines and folds. So I just feel like it helps to disguise those lines even more just under the eyes. I just think it's a really good little trick. I did put some lip stain on before we started. I used the Fenty lip stain in the shade Strawberry Sangria. I just love this lip stain, but for me, for some reason, it always leaks, so I can never take this out in my bag. I don't know what I do, because my friend uses it as well, but it never leaks for her, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But I really like this lip stain just to add that little bit of healthy sort of color to your lips. And then I like to use the lip pencil in the shade Whirl by MAC. It's just a really nice dusty rose, sort of, you know, the color of my lips kind of shade, and just outline the lips a little bit. Nothing too crazy, just giving them a little bit of definition. And then I'm going to use this lip gloss by Fenty Beauty in the shade Fussy Glow Heat. This is this sort of plumping lip gloss. I didn't realize I was buying a plumping lip gloss, but I don't mind it. It's not uncomfortable, but you can definitely feel the plumping effect once you apply it on your lips. I don't like to go too you know, overboard when it comes to like lip products as well. I used to love matte lipsticks, but now I'm just a gloss girl through and through, and I'm definitely going to be testing out some new lip glosses in this beauty haul that I'm going to be doing that I keep talking about. So if you want to see me do a makeup look using my new products I'm going to purchase soon, then please let me know in the comments down below. Boy, this weather is so humid. I'm sorry if my hair was slowly going throughout the video. I do have naturally curly hair, so my hair loves to go back to its natural state every time I blow dry it, but it's not too bad right now. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of my everyday makeup look. Honestly speaking, this only takes me about 10 to 15 minutes, but obviously where I've been talking throughout this process takes longer naturally when you're filming. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you like my makeup. Let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed the video, and let me know again if you want me to film another video showing all the new makeup that I buy. If you're not subscribed already, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It helps out the algorithm so much, and don't forget to like this video as well. It's free, there's no fees for subscription or liking the video. Please, if you did enjoy it, don't forget to do those two things, and I'll see you next time. Bye.